Salutations, my fellow dandies! It's me, Jack Dandy, and we are back in... Oh, look at the little Moogle person. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. We're back in Final Fantasy XIV. We are continuing the Heavensward expansion. We're quite near the end, but I don't think we're close enough to the end. It's actually quite loud now that I'm in the game. Let's move away from the big piece of mechanical equipment. Yeah, we're quite near the end, but I don't think we're close enough to finish. So we made it to Sharlayan, Old Sharlayan, Abandoned Sharlayan, Regular Sharlayan. Where are we? What's it called on the teleporter? I don't know. What's this Etheric crystal called? Anyway, we've made it to Shire. They're not called it Sharlayan anymore. Maybe, I guess they renamed it. Anyway, we made it here in pursuit of the Pope. We're trying to find a way into the ruins of hang on. Oxundu. Wait, no, Oxundu's where the birds live. We're trying to make it into the big floating sky castle that's got a barrier around it so we can beat up the Pope and the guy from World of Warcraft. That's where we are at the moment in the plot. So, and the goblins have said they'll help us if we help them. So, let's see what Slowfix has for us today. Azizla. Thank you, Sadraus. I knew it. I just... it's been a week and I've been ill since last week, so it slipped out of my mind. But yes, Azizla, the big floating sky palace. I don't want any of these, so I guess I'll take the battle dance materia. Golems. Easy. Pshkar! So Uplanders agreed to help? Good. Here is what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golem prowl Little Shire get in way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Sharlayan, yes? Sharlayan should know best way to deal with creatures. Yes. I was going to say, I'll just hit them with my sword. That's generally what I do. No, you're right. It's not an easy name to remember. Azizla doesn't roll... The other one I remembered because I made a joke about being okay and not being ok. Azizla, I haven't made a joke to sort of cement it in my memory yet. And I completely forgot that we got Ishtola back last week as well. The most important thing we accomplished. We got actually like 20 hours after losing the entire Silence of the Seventh Dawn. We finally went, oh hey, maybe we should try and track some of them down. And we found Ishtola in the live stream. So, we are to eliminate the golems. That should be simple enough, a simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels, and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. With the chat mode say, use your... Okay, I have to actually write noughts and crosses at a golem. Okay. Easy up. Have I done the little lady event? I haven't yet, because the reward for it doesn't super interest me. I don't know if the quest itself is decent. Noughts and crosses. Oh, with an O. Naught is one of those words that I don't spell out very often, so I can never remember whether it's an A or an O. Spell it with a capital C, just to be sure. You have been undone, an abandoned golem. Hello, how shocked he was as well. Just, oh god, you said it! I can't believe it. That was not the first thing I thought you were going to say. before you do type in chat. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I've accidentally messaged the Novice Network enough times to know to switch to the correct chat channel. The amount of times I've accidentally said hello to the Novice Network when I've meant to say hello to a party. You only make that mistake so many times. Oh, I said Norton crosses. How embarrassing. Let me try that again. Noughts and crosses. A. You'd think the golem would recognize when after I said it wrong the first time. They go, hang on, I know what you're trying to do here. So you stop that right this instant. Oh, that works. I like the bagpipe music for this in this area. I think I said that last week as well, but it's still true. I'm always a big fan of bagpipe music. Good bagpipe music, because bagpipes is one of those instruments that if it's done well, it's really nice, but it's very easy to do bad bagpipe music. This is good bagpipe music, though. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand settlement. Oh, hang on. Let me eat something before I accept your. Let me eat some. Let's eat something that actually helps me. Orange juice. Yeah, let me have some OJ. Boosh. Hulk smashing golem quake. See, it's less terrifying, the golem quake. It's more just kind of have to sort of step out of the way rather than cower for your life. For sure, Uplanders have Gobbleflock, earned right to be citizens of Idleshire, but Slowfix must ask another favour. Another favour, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins. Show no mercy even before Gobblekin. Slowkin fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. I feel like the Illuminati is kind of a highfalutin name for some goblins. Not to... I mean, absolutely to disparage goblin kind. Actually, thinking about it. Much as I love them. I wish they'd put the Etheric Shard near the exit to this place, because... Wait, damn it, this is even it. There's a lot of quests here. Gorbo friends. And Gorbo friends are indeed. I do like the goblins. I like the goblins since one of the first goblins in Limpsa showed up. Mostly just because of mostly because of their names, but also because of the way they talk and the things they make me do. Like, the goblin quests are always normally fun. Like, get some goblin cheese, or go and talk to some golems. Go and fight the Illuminati. Alright, where do they want me to go? Over here. Is there any way quicker? Does this map really not have an Etheric Shard anywhere? Because that's going to make this area a chore and a half to navigate. That's my new mount that I got. Yes, Brayflox all talks with his goblin cheese made from goblin milk. How do you make goblin cheese? With goblin milk. Where does the goblin milk come from? We don't ask about where the goblin milk comes from. The goblins bring the milk, and we say thank you, and then we get on with our day. It doesn't have a... This is going to be an area that would be really useful to unlock flying in early then. Man, what a striking dummy. I've been called that before. Oh. Come on, that's close enough. Eh. There we go. Oh yeah, and the Empire around here as well. They've got their Vangobs. Which I was about to say are the least aggressive enemy type I've seen, but then one just targeted me and tried to shoot a grenade at me. They've generally been quite docile, I will say. As long as it's female milk, I'm okay with it, and it tastes good. I mean, I guess, but I mean, I'd still feel weird about eating human milk. So, goblin milk, I don't know. Anything that can, oh, here, speaking of Brayflox all talks, anything that's got, anything that can talk, I don't really want to drink its milk. You can tell we're near the end of Heavenswood because it started sinking us to level 60. If you think about it, some had human milk growing up for a time. Well, okay, yeah, no, that's true. But that's the intended purpose. That's the only time it is appropriate to eat milk from something that can talk to you, because you are unable to talk. Once you start talking, though, that's when you should stop. That's the rule. If both the drinker and the drink provider can talk, it's wrong. That's the rule on milk, okay? I've decided. For sure, score. Godly Uplander. Long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lust eyes for junk of Brayfox? Uplanders must not be touching... I'm not touching your junk, Brayfox. Whoa, where did that come from? You keep your junk to yourself. Uplanders must not be touching junk of Brayflox. Brayflox is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brayfox. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Whiscat gave me understanding that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshaw! Brayflox eat Illuminati for synopsis. We heard that. Pshaw! Who eats us for synopsis? That doesn't sound goblin at all. Pshaw! Who eats us for synopsis? I was trying to do an evil version of the goblin voice. It's really hard. My range is limited. Oh, ah! Brayfox all talks. Oh, wise are you to come here after dirty talking secret knowings of cheese make from Illuminati? Asked if it was Illuminati cheese. Brayfox did no one right. Cheese recipe is goblin birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in Death Pit. Oh, look at his little mask. Oh, he's got a robot. This is really posh coffee made from digested coffee beans. Oh, Kapu Loak or something like that? Yeah, that's different though. We're talking about milk. The beans are... So again, so long as the beans haven't been digested by a species that can talk, I think it's probably okay. Like, so long as it's not human feces you're picking the beans out of, fine. No one wants those. Well, no. The world's a big place. Someone will want those beans. But realistically, human really isn't the worst thing we consume. I know. But that's my personal rule on it, okay. Pray to Godfathers for punishment. No, this guy again. Pray for Godfathers for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. Let's protect Blayfox. Ah, dang it, that means I... This is too taxing so far. Oh. Oh, damn it. I remember this mechanic from the friggin' one of the dungeons. Get these bombs away from me. That mechanic, I tried to do that with when I was trying to get myself to captain rank in the Grand Company, and that whole mechanic of knocking the bombs away is impossible when you've got a AI team with you of commander, because they do not understand the mechanic. I'm just going to focus on the big robot. How much benefit there is in focusing otherwise. Just need to get these to 100. And here we go. Oh, I killed the robot. I don't know why, I thought the mission would end when the robot died, but How did you pronounce Aether? Oh. Ishtola, could you not have just done that at the start? That was like a really powerful move that just killed everything. She was like, alright, I'm tired now. Aether to me. Bang. Goblin's dead. Brave Fox always getting into trouble with his cheese. I mean, it's good cheese. It's worth getting into trouble for, to be fair. The bomb. It's a fun bomb mechanic if you've got 4 human people who know what they're doing. When you're trying to wrangle AI whose only mode is attack, it's way harder. Like that dungeon made me pulling my hair out. Prishy, Illumini, no match for furious gobfists of Brayflox. More junkers awaiting Brayflox muchly. Brayflox is taking leave of Uplanders. Brayflox away! Often it does actually say that. How did you learn such a potent spell? I guess she picked up while she was spending time in the live stream. Being embroidered in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming to Charlian. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. I always assumed that we're going to be embroiled in a cheese war at any point. That's why I'm the Warrior of Light. I'm prepared for anything. This is why you spent 6 months as pure energy, and I didn't. Because I'm prepared. Uplanders are back! Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Yeah. Yeah, your cheese friends did fine. Fish, caw! Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflocks. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflocks would now be dead gobble. Slowfix owes Uplander debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflocks are joined by inseverable gobble bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflocks, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gobbleflock at first meeting. Ah, we should throw his name around more often. He's clearly an influential member of Goblin Society. Oh, he has a side quest. Okay. Can I finally get something I can actually use? Oh, yeah! An Aurum Regis Rapier. I don't know this. Is it any good looking? Not really. But I guess I don't. I mean, quick armor material is kind of cool. Yeah. Wait, leaving Idleshire? We just got here. Fish, car! Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honoured citizens of Idleshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlian thrive once more, to become a home for people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. That was easy. Alphino, Jack, shall we then? Or is it too good? You already have access to the gear vendors in Idleshire. I think you need to beat the DLC to unlock them. It's been so long. I think they're here. I assumed, because I already have the level 60 armor. I assume they didn't sell anything worth buying. But is there something worth buying off of one of them? Oh, not these guys. I don't know then. They haven't mentioned anything. Inside near Chloe. I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to give me more than that. I don't know who Chloe is. I mean, there is an inside by the looks of it. Is this stuff the Alexander parts? Ruinous Center for Cultural... Oh, it's these guys, okay. Oh, okay, she doesn't believe me yet. Gordian items, Median items, Alexandrian items. What? The DLC's endgame gear vendors. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I guessing this is stuff I get from raids? Yeah. Oh, that's a neat little chariot. Rightmost is... totems? Okay. Ah, well this is poetics. I've got these. Is this anything new that I don't have? Augmented Shire Reaper. Ooh, now this is new. Oh, the middle one does it's tombstones as well, is it? But look, there's a dandy pointy rapier. And that's the only thing. Oh, actually, what else does she have? I guess it's Shire gear. Oh no, this is. I can also exchange for. Oh, we have options. Oh, more options than I really have currency for as well. Oh, it's blue. That's tempting. What level is this stuff? Oh, it's level 60. Is it better than what I've currently got as well? Ooh, by 6. Look at that. What else have you got? Uncanny knickknacks. Do they do anything? Okay, so that's for some mounts by the looks of it. Oh, though, gotta be honest, that's... might have to try and get that at some point. Not too sure about the hat, but the jacket, oh ho! Augmented Shire gear is great. World boss drops, and I can dye. It's like, can I dye the Shire one? Oh, indeed, it's got a bottom. There's got a thing at the top. So I could make that. I could make it red. And the totem gear. Okay, so I don't have that. And I can't do any of that till later. Okay, so it's just Iconic gear and Shire gear. Really, that's the... focus. And the Shire gear is better because it's +9. Okay. Under the Hailstorm one you could, so I wonder if you can change the colour of the blade. I mean, if I can make it into a red blade, I'll definitely pick it up in a second. Weapon's probably more important thing to buy. But, let's have a look and see what the armour looks like. Oh, what's special arms? Oh, that's just Regents. I don't want that. Other? Is this the... Oh, I get a picture of Harshathon for my house, and it's only 100 tombstones. Oh, I could mourn my bro. That's worth 100 tombstones. I won't spend it just yet, because I know what I'll do is I'll spend it and then be 100 short. But it's not. I mean, if I'm going to do some figure skating, this would be absolutely ideal. Like, if I was trying to get into if I was trying to get into Eurovision, yeah, I'd go for this. As a piece of battle gear, I'm less enthusiastic. Let's check the other one out. Ah, now that's the ticket, isn't it? Look at me. I look like a conductor. Oh, dye this in red. Alright, hang on. Accessories. I mean, they probably are better than what I've got, but more importantly is looking cool. Alright, well, I don't need the hat. I mean, I guess I do need the hat, but it's got a monocle. It's a shame about the... I mean, the top hat and monocle is a pretty strong... look. How much is it for the weapon? 600. Good job, saved all this stuff up. These poetics up. I didn't think they'd come into use again. 510, 510. I can either buy the armor or the. If I buy the armor, I'm not going to have enough money for the sword, so I'll have to come back for the sword. And in fairness, I don't have enough money for the full armor set either. I can buy the chest, the trousers, the gloves, and the boots, and then I have to come back for the hat and the sword once I've earned some more poetics. Augmented tank elemental arm looks cool. It's Ifrit themed. Mages is Shiva themed. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. It is quite cool, but again, there's just something that feels weird about the chest window that makes me think that. I don't know what about there is. There's just something about it that does scream figure skater still. I bet they look lovely next to each other. Like, you know, one person wearing the... Yeah, even that. One person wearing the Hellfire set and the other person wearing the Hailstorm set. Yeah. All right. Let's go for a set of augmented Shire gear. Because I can actually. There we go. And then I'll have to come back for the rest of it once I've leveled up a smidge. Ah, see, look at that. I look like some cool, badass office worker in a fantasy world. Like, this is the kind of work you do to do some really serious, fantastical administration. I don't have any dye on me at the moment. But I can get some. I have money. What else am I going to spend it on? This stuff will make every quest reward useless until the next DLC. I mean, it already is for the most part, to be honest. Like, a lot of the stuff I'm picking up is mostly just for the, just because I sort of think, oh, this might look quite neat as a glamour set. And, it does. Let's get some blood red. 7 pots. How does this look in red? Blood isn't the colour I wanted. Ruby's the colour I wanted. Yep. There we go. Oh, that's more expensive. Okay. Alright, maybe I'll just buy one to get the jacket. Ruby's hard to get. I can get you Ruby. I appreciate the offer. Unfortunately, I already yeah, squandered some money on it, but Yeah, I know that you have to get it from... Is it from one of the beast vendors after you get them up to a certain level? I think I would sort of vaguely remember looking into it at some point down the line. That's fine, though. I think the rest of that staying in black looks quite good. Yeah, I think dyeing the rest of it in red... Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with just the chest piece being in red and the rest of it in black. I think that looks quite good. And of course, my signature sunglasses, as always. Boom. From Firmament, a crafter-only zone. Oh, so that's not even a place I can get to yet. Firmament's in... the 4th DLC or something? Oh, good thing I changed into my new lovely new coat as well, because it's raining. Cool. Right. Speak with the Gobwatch. You unlock Firmament at the end of Heavensward. Ah! Nice. Okay, so I'm closer than I thought to getting it then. And you're going to assume vanilla Heavensward, yeah. Well, that's good. Because we can maybe do that by next week then, if that's the case, and I can start earning my own. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, guys, for the new armor. I'm now even more overpowered for these quests than I wanted to be. And I'm looking, but I am looking like mighty dandy. Look at me. I really do like this armor set. It really looks good. This is a set I could see me coming back to, even once I've, once I've grown out of it. There's a couple of sets that I quite like, that I sort of think I'll keep on rotation. Bish Squaw, by order of Chief Slowfix, Uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Finally, we can continue our journey. So it's fine, he's the Warrior of Light. He's prepared for everything, he said so. It's like, alright, shut up, you Stoller. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Metoya resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Shire, let us strike out at once. I am ready to go whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Metoya. Ahead lies the Answering Quarter, where the scholars of Sharlayan gather to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, 'tis plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. I mean, I guess I could take the sword. Maybe the materia would be better at this point. The sword's kind of plain, and I'm not going to use it, so yeah, let's just take the materia. The cave in which Metoya resides is situated on the southern edge of the hinterlands. In choosing the spot, my master desired privacy above all else. As such, the cave is extremely well hidden. You will not find it unless you know to look for it. We shall follow the road south until we reach a bridge. Rather than cross it, however, we shall ford the stream it spans, thence head straight until we arrive at the base of a bluff. Okay, well, you do that. What I will do is I will walk in a straight line towards the marker on my map, as I always do. Oh. I'm looking forward. I said this last week, but I'm looking forward to seeing who has the red one of these. Now that I know that the red and white ones are actually like real Reapers that exist in the plot. Because that means there's probably... Oh, actually, I was going to say that means there's probably a guy in the Gallian army who has red armor. But there's already been a guy in the Gallian army who has red armor, and we beat him already. And he's... Van Lactium, or whatever, the guy who showed up during the Crystal Tower stuff, who seems like he might be cool, but might not be. He's sort of like, yeah, I am blatantly a villain, but all of my actions so far have been like helpful, and I tried to help these kids. It's like, okay, you seem complicated. Is the situation that describes you best. Chad McThundercock. Yes, thank you, Sir Charters. That's the man I was trying to think of. Yes, Chad McThundercock. He's the red guy. You hate him. He annoys you. Because he's a Chad, or because of his Thundercock? Well, I mean, obviously he doesn't actually have one. He's just part of the McThundercock family. But that's quite the lineage, from what I've heard. From what little I know of the extended Final Fantasy XIV lore. Fly. All right, good enough. I want to punch him. I liked his armor. It reminded me of a Digimon when he first showed up. I remember really liking his Garlean armor. And then... That's not where I need to go. That's the fate. And then he took the helmet off. And the armor. And he's still like I said, he still kind of seems okay. But he also seems like he's blatantly evil. But then he's like, oh yeah, I helped these two kids out fight against this guy. And it's like, well, that doesn't seem like the kind of thing an evil person would do. This is the entrance. You seem unconvinced. Jack, well, that will only add to the surprise. A word of warning before we proceed. Stubborn geniuses make poor hosts, and time will have done naught to improve my master's temperament. Doubt not that there will be sentinels and traps both to deter unwanted guests, but will not be deterred, will we? Go on and touch the wall yonder. You will want to have your weapon near at hand. Oh. This yonder. Not the yonder behind you. Woo! I love it. He's just waving his arms around like a mime. Oh no, it's a Parago! I stopped to look at one of these a second ago. Is that the trap? I examined the trap, the wall, and some frogs attacked me. Oh, there's an Aether Current. I guess I grab this while I'm here. Do you mind? I am trying to grab the Aether Current. Pop off, frog. This frog's way stronger than the frog we just fought. Oosh. Because he refuses to drop his armor when we fight him. I don't know, he seems cool. I am interested because apparently one of the changes that are coming up, because there were the 4 Garlean guys that got introduced in A Realm Reborn, and you have kind of reasonable fights with 3 of them, and then there's just one guy who you enter the room with 7 other people and then just curb stomp him and then leave, and he doesn't really get a fair hearing. Apparently they're changing that to a one-on-one fight now, so he might become a bit more memorable for people. Um, those sentinels may suffice to discourage the average trespasser, but not the warrior of light. She's still bitter about me telling her to be prepared. The way should now be clear. Come, let us go and see my master. Cape Westwind, yeah. Yeah, I do remember putting on that fight and being like, oh, okay, well, we just walked in and curb stomped that guy and then just walked out. And like, I was like, was that it? Is that the guy dead now? It's like, yeah, that's it. It's like, he doesn't show up a lot, then you kill him, and then he's just never mentioned again. It's like, oh, okay.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking? The youth of today. No manners at all.
We did knock, but your door is a massive cave wall. It doesn't carry well.
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Matoya.
I don't know, like there she's like carrying a severed Groot arm as a walking stick.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds, that's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it?
Ah.
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady.
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bucker, was your grandfather.
Fucked like rabbits we did.
When he was around, though, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
Bent me over and gave me what for he did. It's like, oh, okay. Stop talking about my grandfather now.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me?
What is it we need of her again? Oh, yeah. Force field.
I
There we
never
go.
thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it.
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Allagans set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louis Soir and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit
Frightening
to see
ways
the
or
light of day.
frightening monsters?
And now you tell me a band of dragon-beating primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see.
Wait.
Very well.
When you talked about the primal beating, the dragon beating primal botherers, were you talking about the Pope and his 12 knights? Were you talking about the Warrior of Light? Because I'm also that thing.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yay! Thank you, Matoya. It's like, by the way, your bird can move faster now. It's just what? Why? I allow it. Oh, she's like Fantasia. Let's sweeping love. Some of it's backwards and some of it's not. Let's sweep it. Let's. I don't know why it's let's sweeping love. Surely it's let's love sweeping or. Alright, let's sweeping love. Swish swisheroo. I'm disrespectful to dust. Can you see that I am serious? I honestly wasn't expecting the broom to say anything. And now I'm curious what the other brooms say. I live to sweep. Swish swisheroo. Sweep with me or die. Can you do any less? These brooms are all very confrontational. None shall bite the dust. Swish swisheroo. Out of my way, adventurer. This is no place for adventuring. This is a place for sweeping. I need to speak to all of the brooms. This is important. Nothing to see here. Swish swisheroo. Oh, I ran out of brooms to talk to. I guess I'll repair my gear. Why not? And Tororogo. Greetings and welcome to my mistress' abode. How may I serve you with it? Nothing. I have no. I want nothing of you. It's just the brooms I want to know about. Matoya is in a mood to reminisce. Oh, dang it. We're in a hurry.
"'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilsabard under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Shire scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
Ah, like a magic gun.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies.
I mean, I guess it depends where you point it, but...
After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk and no trousers, that lot. That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the Etheric Converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject. But you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
Ah, what good library doesn't have a forbidden section? I know my local does.
You were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away.
Not that I've ever been
Though
there.
the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Yeah, nod. Let's go kill some
Not
fools.
so fast, you lot. Stoller and the boy are staying with me. I need help to make new sentinels to replace the old ones you walloped. They'll be board and lodging, don't you worry. But know that you'll have to work for them. Hard. I'll have no sluggards in my house.
Alright, fine, thank you. It's way stronger than these two anyway. Although Y'shtola does have that one spell now, apparently, that's quite handy. Oh, the great library's guardian shouldn't pose any difficulty for a hero like you. You'll hardly notice Y'shtola's absence, and the girl, boy, whatever, the androgynous anime protagonist would only get in your way. If it turns out you aren't up to the task, well, then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as an etheric ram. Now, the library's entrance is locked tight. I'll loan you one of my servants to open it, the broom yonder. Oh, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, boy. I've only introduced myself to the brooms. Greetings, good sir. I am Broomsy, my lady servant of some 50 years. May I say what honour is to serve you? I am given to understand that you wish to enter the great Gobble Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go on ahead and await you at the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It will be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. The broom very slowly scampers off, and I'm just like, I'm having to walk slower, just awkwardly walk slower behind it so that it gets there before me. And it's like, can I just pick the broom up and take it? Can I just carry the broom with me? Is that okay? Is that allowed? It's like a really stumpy broom. Okay. I can feel the speed upgrade though. It's nice. Before you get the speed upgrade, it's almost pointless using a mount, honestly, because the difference in speed is so negligible. But once it's upgraded, look at me go! I'm polar bearing it across the landscape like no one's business. These cockatrices don't know what hit them. I mean, nothing hit them because I'm not stopping to fight them. And that's what they don't know. Oh, I'm very close to hitting 64. Okay. Oh, I was looking at this backwards. I thought this was the front. And it had like a long nose, and it was like some weird kind of anteater type creature. I now see that the face is over here, and it's like a squid thing. Alright, Broomsy. Stand before the great Gobble Library, one of Heideland's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it's fallen into disuse since the Exodus some summers since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul. Its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, sir. Break. I just dust really does it for me as a broom. Like it's quite normal, I promise you. Don't ask the other brooms. Pray, pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. I will. I'll just be inside the door, just doing a little bit of dusting. Just a little bit. Like an acceptable amount of dusting. You don't have to tell my master how the dusting that I was doing. It's fine. It's just a little bit of dusting. Alright, the Great Gobble Library. Boom. This is it's a light party, so hopefully that won't take very long to fill up. Let's go to Gold Saucer, because I have not done any of my Gold Saucer stuff today. And I entered a tournament, so I think I can pick up my... winnings. I phoned it in this time though, so I won't be in. I wasn't in the top 20, but I should have done enough to get a Platinum Triad card. 2 of them, and that gets me a Alphino and Alice card and a La Habre card, which I have, and I have. Excellent. Okay, cool. It is a bit sad when you get to the point where you've got quite a lot of cards, because the amount of cards that you actually to get new just become fewer and fewer. Hmm. 720, not bad. We got 8. Ooh, not good. Ooh, this is a tough one. 72. Not ideal. Not ideal winnings. Let's go to the Cackpot board. See if I won anything in last week's lottery. I normally pick these up, but because I was sick last week, I did not. I got a consolation prize and a consolation prize and a consolation prize. Excellent. I'll get that Chocobo ring one day. One day. And then just a random ticket to round it off. There we go. Cool. I almost definitely don't have the right clothes on to pass the dress up, but I can at least get 10k for presenting myself. I wonder how close I am to getting the Sabotender card. It is funny. I do make the effort some weeks to try and get the 80 points to get the full 60 GBP, and it's just funny, like the random nonsense he makes you wear in order to get the 80, and he's like, "Ha, how stylish!" And it's just you've got a sun hat and a brown jacket and a pair of yellow gardening gloves on. And it's like, really? This is what you think is stylish this week? Let's give me my 10k. If I'm gonna be bothered, I'll come back and get the extra 50. I never remember where the closest Etheric Shard is from him. I think it's this one. Well, that doesn't bode well that I've done all of my Gold Saucer stuff and I'm still the only person queuing for this for this one. I guess I'll sell the spare cards I just picked up. I'm 134. Yeah, still a little bit away from getting the Sabotender card. I only recently found out that you could fight Luina over here for a card. Because she didn't come with a triple triad dealie above her head. I think because I had all of her cards. Oh no, no, I didn't. I had to get, because I had to get the Onion Knight and the Bart Krauser cards off of her. But she doesn't count towards the triple triad duel for whatever reason to beat NPCs, and so she just didn't have a thing above her head, which is mean. Because it's hard enough finding people who play triple triad with me at the best of times. Like even now. They keep giving all the people who will actually play triple triad with me side quests. And so I have to either look them up or do all the side quests to find out who will actually play triple triad with me. It's a real impediment to the enjoyment of getting more triple triad cards. Like I thought, oh great, new expansion. They'll just throw a load of NPCs at me with triple triad on, and they're really tucked away. Like they're there. There's a fair few of them. Like I said, I have checked a guide. I don't know what I'm going on the market board for. I've checked the guides. There's a fair few of them, to be sure. But, oh, man. You gotta work for it. I guess we could do in the Aetherite missions, couldn't I? I've got to do something to fill in the time. Did I get anything? No, I turned all of the junk stuff that I got in. Okay, let's go and do the Etheric Shard stuff then. Because rather than spend what little money I have getting Grand Company seals. Then again, I don't know how much more time I spend in Shire. Wondrous Tales. What has a wondrous tale? $14 Wondrous Tales. Oh. The objectives to obtain seals. Upon completing the objectives, corresponding with the squares in the journal, receive 9 seals at random that can be added to your journal. When you receive 9 seals for your journal, deliver to Chloe, and she will reward you accordingly. You will receive a base reward of obtaining 9 seals, and additional rewards for completing rows horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. A Wondrous Tale journal can only be kept for 2 weeks, starting from the Tuesday when it was first issued. Before it must be handed in for reward. In case you exceed the reward pool... Well, the Great Google Library has decided that that's enough reading the Wikipedia. Oh, okay. Kind of worth doing. I'll look into that in a bit more detail. Hey, the library. Oh, we're gonna have to fight books. Man, I've come. My entire journey's come full circle. I started off Final Fantasy XIV fighting with a book, and now I'm fighting with a book. Oh, Arlan's not done this before either, so that's good. I'm not the only noob. I do enjoy when you can spread the blame a little bit for a white plater. Oh, I like the funky jazz. Well, not quite jazz, but I like the funky music the library has. This is way funkier than any library deserves. Woot. Oh, my food ran out. Let me... very quickly eat some orange juice. Yeah, well, there we go. I'm thumping some books. Hitting the books, I suppose, would be the phrase, wouldn't it? That's what people say when they want to revise. I say quite recently. It was in the last sort of 5-10 years, which I feel like it's still quite recently. Learned that Americans don't use revise in the same way that we use revise in England, because we use it to say study, basically. And they say study. Or review. A little bit of linguistic trivia for you there. That's right, educational and or entertaining. It's the Jack Dandy promise, as always. Do I need to read this? Guess not. Ah, dang it. I did dodge. I got slowed. Okay, I revived. I revived into that attack. I guess I'll just wait on this side of the... We find a book or a door or a wall. Alright. try and stay alive for a second this time. That's it. Look, I'm getting out of the way. It's just there's lots of places where they can get hit. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be for this. Okay, that was a bit scuffed, but it's dead. Okay, I sense that the healer is not quite a fan of me. But I was trying. Sometimes the purple overlapped with the orange one, alright? Yeah. There's a treasure coffer back there, but... I hope the, I mean, I say the other bosses, I'm hoping the other bosses are a bit more straightforward. That one didn't seem like it was massively, confusing. It's mostly the spinning, when it spins in, at the middle that I was running up into problems with. Second death wasn't my fault. I got rezzed into an attack. Hey ho. Okay. Let's see if Byblos is a bit more straightforward. Alright, that one I don't think I could avoid because he was properly tracked on me there. I think the best thing I could do there was make sure it didn't hit anyone else. I'm not going and hit with my sword, but I don't know when it's a good time. Alright. Okay, I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so we've still got one more section to do. It's the the sort of lo-fi music or something. It's very sort of laid back about this dungeon. I like it. It's a lot of straight corridors. Feels like I should be bopping my head and doing homework at a rainy window. doing this. I jump in, do all my sword moves. It doesn't feel like it died any quicker when I wasn't doing that. Sharlayan Preceptor Coat. Read them both, I guess. Yanked me. Yanked me into an attack. It's not helpful. Oh, it's like that guy at a JoJo. I don't watch JoJo, but I know some of the memes. You have to put your area on the edge, and sometimes you have to stack 1 or 2 people on some position. Okay. Oh, I see. I don't really know if I did that right, but we're not dead, so let's assume that I did. Oh, I see. Alright, and there's the AoE, and then we get back out again. And then there'll be a number of lights on the thing. Okay, I can deal. I can see it. I can see the way through this one. Get out of the way of that, I guess. There we go. Alright, that boss was kind of fun. I can't imagine I'll get many commendations on this one. But okay, it's a bit of a dodgy. I'll give the healer one for putting up with me. I was going to apologise for the first boss, but they left, so screw 'em. There was a treasure coffer. Get out of the pie chat. There we go. There's a treasure coffer over here, and I thought, well, if they're not going to pick it up, I'll go and grab it once the boss is finished. Did I just seriously pick up some blood red dye? Dang it! Oh no, it's ruby red dye that's the expensive one, not blood red dye. That's fine. Blood red dye's cheap. I got loads of that. Ruby red. Okay, that's less galling. Okay, cool. Like I said, bit of a messy start, but got the end of it. Apparently that was enough to get me another Chaos Emerald lit back up. I thought it was just primals, but I guess it wasn't just primals that got me them in the first place, so... Boom, one more to go, and I can continue to receive messages from the big giant Heidelin. Oh, she was always that convenient when you're trying to find a book in a library. It just... What book do I need? It just shines like a key item. It's like, ah, that one! I do often think about, like video game specific superpowers like that. I think having key items illuminated would be a really useful one. Just... Did I get anything? No longer synced. Nope. I was optimistic to assume I would, but I thought because me and Tank were the last ones left, maybe the Tank would just give me one for the sake of giving me one, but... A commendation, that is, not anything else. I didn't like, I didn't like the Tank that much. Yeah, I think it on the sort of scale of video game specific powers, having the ability to have all of your key items in life illuminated, I think would be quite useful. Just imagine getting dressed, getting ready in the morning, and just everything that you need before you go out is lit up. So you never forget your keys. You always know where they are. You never forget your wallet. You know, if you've got anything you need to take to the post office, like, it'll glint on the way out on the sideboard before you leave. It's like, just such organisation. And it'd catch you by surprise, because sometimes you'd just be in a shop and you'd see. In fact, it would make shopping a lot easier. You just walk down the aisle and grab whatever whatever tinkles, and just trust in your key item sense. The other stuff, if you pick up anything else that's not a key item, it'll just take up space in your inventory, like literally in your inventory. I didn't check whether any of the stuff I actually got from that was any good. I got some dye. What did I actually get? I got... Etherian Cane. Nope. Charlian Conservatives Choker. I mean, I guess I'll just... Already equipped. Well, eventually I will press the right combination of buttons. No, why would you go over there? Just scroll up. Right, so that's a necklace, which I don't need. Conservator's ring, which I guess I don't need. Oh, that's an astrologian arm. Philosopher's boots. I mean, they're boots, aren't they? They're not anything... Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting in that one. Right, Matoya. I did it. I got your book. I take it you found the tome. Well, let's see it then. Aye, this is it, all right. Stoller, boy, put down whatever you're doing and come here. Jack has returned with the tome. Thank the gods, but another minute under Master Matoya's exacting supervision, and I would certainly have lost my mind, or mayhap merely my temper. Some things never change indeed. Well, I for one appreciate the exacting supervision. In the short while we have been here, I have gained a far better understanding of arcane entities than I did during my entire time at the studium. Should the opportunity present itself, I should very much like to employ this knowledge for the betterment of mankind, create a new variety of carbuncle, perhaps. Don't get ahead of yourself, boy. Louisoir's grandson or no, I'll take another decade under me before you can call yourself a scholar, and a deal more than now, so to make you a scholar worth a damn. As you may have gathered, Master Matoya is not easily impressed. Indeed. Ahem. So, Jack has returned with the tome, has he not? Shall we examine it? I wrote your book, and I now better understand wind. That's how it works. Don't ask questions. Don't ask many questions. Boiled eggs. Let's eat 2 of these.
I had not thought to behold this tome again. There. It is deciphered. Now your friend should be able to make sense of the contents. That said, it's one thing to understand the workings of the Etheric Converger, and another to actually make it work. You do realize how much ether is required.
Sid is keenly aware of the energy dilemma. His airship is by no means large, and it can only bear a limited quantity of crystals.
If only we had white auracite in the etheric siphon.
Alas, Minfilia is missing along with both artifacts, and Moonbreeder is gone.
Oh, did Minfilia take my lightsaber? Dang it.
Would that there were another ready wellspring of energy for us to draw upon.
Or we could find Minfilia.
Why did it not occur to us before?
What, I mean, again, why are we dragging our feet so much on finding our friends? I feel like we should be making more of an effort.
We already have what we need. The Eye! It has been drawing ether into itself for as long as the Great Worms have lived. It is a veritable wellspring of energy.
It might just suit our needs. But is this energy something that can be harnessed at will?
I believe so, with the aid of the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard.
Oh yeah, let's get Stinian back in.
Then it is settled. Let us return to the Holy See at once.
Right, bye.
Stola, wait. When did the light fade from your eyes?
I might have known that it would not escape your notice. It has been this way since I returned from the life stream. An after effect of the teleportation magic I invoked, most like.
Ah, she's got no eye light anymore. How will she see in the dark? I assume that's the only major repercussion.
They are called forbidden spells for a reason. What were you thinking, girl?
I just really didn't want to go to prison.
I but did what was necessary to preserve the light of hope, to keep my promise to Minfilia. Besides, it afforded me the rare opportunity to wander the ether, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I need not tell you that it consumes your very life force to see by sensing the ether around you. Take care of yourself. Do you hear me?
Oh, she's blind. Right, and she's using aether sense instead of sight.
I will, Master Matoya. And thank you.
Oh, Y'shtola. I mean, I think the Makote are quite long-lived anyway, so I guess it's not that. It's fine. Thank your customary heroic efforts, we now possess the knowledge to build an etheric ram. All that remains is to secure its energy source. Let us hasten back to Ishgard and consult Sir Emmerich regarding the eye. Indeed. I always forget which one this is. Foundation. Why she just said Ishgard? I think Ishgard. I look for Ishgard. Ishgard isn't there. That one. Thermalbert. I don't know what it is. There's something about Thermalbert that makes me laugh. What's up, Emmerich? So I went around the back of you because I thought that's where Y'shtola and Y'shtola and Alphino were, but there was just two random guys. You have returned. Sir Emmerich, I am pleased to see that your recovery proceeds apace. May I introduce Y'shtola, a fellow scion of the Seventh Dawn and Archon of Sharlayan. My lord, pray excuse me for foregoing due pleasantries, but we seek your counsel regarding the etheric ram. Though we now possess the knowledge to build such a device, we yet lack an appropriate source of energy with which to power it. We believe, however, that Ishgard may possess the solution to our problem. You need not apologize, my lady. Full eager am I to learn of your progress. Please, tell me this energy source that you believe we possess. Big dragon eye. And you are certain that the eye can lend its power to Master Matoya's etheric converger? Nope. Just a guess. We were kind of just... This is how we do things. It's kind of... We assume something will work, and it just does. Very rarely do we have to go back to the drawing board and try again. At Estinian's command, yes. Very well. I shall speak with him. My thanks, Sir Emmerich. Nay, my friend, 'tis I who should thank you, as should every Ishgardian. You labour in our name with nary a care for your own safety. Let us speak with Sid. He will doubtless be eager to begin work on the etheric ram. Double nod. And the music just halts suddenly. the Sky Steel Manufactory? No. Where are we going? Oh, he's at the port. I was confused then. I was wondering why we're going over here. I thought he was at the Sky Steel Forge. Of course, he's been standing over here and making, I don't know, adjustments or something. Ah, you're back. The preliminary work on the Enterprise is more or less finished. Tell me you found a way to build the etheric ram. Greetings, Sid. It has been a while. Here you go. Book. This tome contains the fruits of my former master's research on a device known as the Etheric Converger. Our ram should operate on the self-same principle. Ah, where are my manners? Put a toy like this in my hand and I go off into my own world. Gods, it's good to see you. It's like... I'd bearing a gift besides, a very distracting one if I might add. If I didn't know it better, I'd think it was my name day. So I was like, it's good to see you too. It's like, nailed it. I'm hiding it well. I'm hiding it well. But there will be time for tearful reunions later. I'll make a start on the tome right away, so as long as we have a grasp of the fundamentals, I should be able to knock something together, which leaves the small matter of the energy source. We believe we have found a solution to that problem as well. Pray forgive us our lateness. I am an energy source. The power of the eye is not to be drawn upon lightly, but I believe we have sufficient cause to do so. Also, I've had nothing else to do since we killed Nidhogg. That was kind of my life goal, and honestly, I'm kind of bored. I could have helped you with the other thing as well, honestly, if you'd asked. You didn't ask. So this is the fabled eye. By the 12, it seethes. Just a wonder such power can be contained, much less controlled. Boys, our friends have kindly provided all the ingredients. Let's see if we can't make something out of them. You heard the chief. We're not resting until the etheric ram is operational. Not one wink of sleep. Oh, Karch Kobo. I like that was just that random elf guy. Just like, I'm here too. I'm not relevant. I'm not relevant to the plot or anything. I'm not going to say anything. Neutral charm. He's just here. I was just here. I didn't know whether to excuse myself. It was unfortunate timing. Given the danger of the task that lies before us, I think it only right that we take a moment to bid our friends and allies farewell. Alas, Sid requires my assistance with Master Matoya's rather singular writings. Might I entrust the task of visiting those who remain behind to you? Okay. Emmerich. So, the hour is nigh. Would that I could join you in the coming battle, but with my wounds, I fear I would only be a burden to you. In consorting with the Asians and availing himself of primal powers, my father made himself an enemy of all that is good and right in the world. Do whatever you must to end his madness. May the Fury watch over you. Cheers, Emmerich. Who else do I need to speak to? Lucia, Tartaru, Hilda. Oh yeah, Hilda didn't come up. I thought Hilda would be sort of more integral once we sort of picked her up, but I guess maybe she'll become more important in the post-expansion DLC or something. I liked Hilda, she's cool. I was going to say, Tartaru's probably at the pub. That's... Don't know where else I would expect her. I'd be more surprised if she wasn't here. Yep, there she is. So you're off to face the Archbishop, then? Please be careful, and watch over the others, will you? We've lost too many friends as it is. Some may yet return to us, but I couldn't bear to lose anyone else. I just couldn't. I realise it's asking a lot, but you're the strongest person I know, and I don't think there's anything you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. So please, whatever else happens, keep everyone safe. Not like with that business with Harshaphon where you let him die. Do you remember? Do you remember where Harshaphon died, where you were there, and he died protecting you? That was your fault. Anyway, it's time for drink number 7. Bye. Lucia? This is it, then. Go well, my friend. I shall pray to the Fury for your preservation. Why are you staying behind? You're quite useful. You come with. Mayhap you think it strange that the daughter of Garlemald should pray. I do not blame you. I used to think it passing strange myself. But that all changed when I discovered something dearer to me than mine own life. Thereafter, praying seemed the most natural thing in the world. Prayers are born of heartfelt faith. In manipulating the people's beliefs for his own twisted ends, the Archbishop makes a mockery of their very existence. It cannot be borne. It doesn't answer my question, but okay. You continued praying usefully. I'll be out here, actually doing stuff. Where's Hilda then? Oh, she's only round the corner. Hilda. Hilda. I can't even. It's been a while. It's been so long since Hilda's shown up. I can't even what her voice was like. Well, if I my old friend Jack, off to face the Archbishop and his cronies, is it? I'd love to go and give those bastards a good walloping myself. That snake Charlebert especially. Well, I've got to stay here and keep an eye on things. With the Archbishop gone, some of the poor folk might get in their heads to do something stupid like storming the pillars. But blood won't get us what we want, and I need to be around to remind them in case they forget. No need to worry about us. I'll work with Sarah Emmerich to preserve the peace. You just concentrate on settling the score with the Archbishop, eh? Thanks, Hilda. I hope you, do something beyond just showing up occasionally now. You had a cool jacket. I think it's more that I like her jacket rather than I like Hilda. In my defense, though, she has a cool jacket. Like, it's a proper dandy jacket. There's no denying. Master Dandy, how good of you to pay me a visit. It feels as if it were only yesterday, when first we met here in this chamber. You came to us as a fugitive seeking asylum, and now you bear the hopes of our nation upon your shoulders. Oh. I thought you were going to just remind me of my failure again, like Tartaru. He would not have told you, but when Harshaphon begged me to accept you into our household, he described you as hope incarnate. At the time, I assumed that he was waxing lyrical, as was his wont, but I have come to see that he simply spoke the truth. Here. Take this busted shield. You can't use it, but I'm sure maybe you could hang it up and just maybe decorative. Look at it to remind yourself of the guy who died saving you. You are hope, a shining beacon that shall guide the people of Ishgard through the raging snowstorm. I don't want this. A memento. Were my son here, he would have wished to fight at your side in the battle to come. Take care, my friend, and return to us. I can melt it down into like a quite heavy keyring. Will you play me at Triple Triad yet, manservant? Oh. I might not come back after this. We're going off into like a big war against the Pope and the God and the Empire. So play me at Triple Triad. What's a man got to do to play some cards with people? Alright, I think I'm done. So I guess I'm going back to the airship landing. Sid's had like 5 minutes to build this sophisticated piece of technology. I'm sure he's fine. Alpha note. Count Edmond bequeathed to you Lord Harshafon's shield. A noble gesture. We bear the hopes and dreams of many souls. Let their faith in us be a source of strength and courage as we face our remaining trials. Indeed. Hope enkindled. Right, the first flight of the Excelsior. Oh, we've upgraded the Enterprise. Work on the Enterprise is nearly complete. Yet Y'shtola know to make ready. I mean, she's just over here. You could have just yelled. There aren't that many people at the landing. She was like, it's such a beautiful ship. I love the shade of red it is. And just side-eyes her.
The Ishgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders. But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
Speak for yourself.
Oh? In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing.
Oh, I've missed Estinian's edgelordiness.
The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict, and by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the Eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
In fairness, it's difficult for a single eye to blink. It's missing a vital part of that mechanism.
Save your concern. I will consume the eye ere I let it consume me.
Ew. What is this? Elden Ring? Also, it's really big. Like, I could maybe stomach eating a normal-sized eyeball, but it's the size of his head. You'd have to bite into it like a watermelon. Not that you should bite into a watermelon. It's got quite hard skin.
12 be praised. Thou hast not yet set forth.
I walked over here as casually as possible, hoping you had not left. Because I kind of wanted to deliver a message.
And snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto thee.
Yeah, so I wanted to deliver this to you, but I also wasn't going to make any special effort. I was just going to walk.
White or a sight. But whence did it come?
Just walk at a casual pace.
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend erred for lack of foresight.
It was blind chance or providence that I did have to spy it, whilst I was rummaging through her stuff. I mean, she's dead. I guess she doesn't need
whither thou
it.
goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
To be fair, the Asian we're going to kill isn't the one who killed Moonbreeder. We already killed that guy. But sure, yes, whatever helps you sleep, Oriange. Yay. Not. I know no other emotion than nod. maybe that's why the Warrior of Light is such a source of hope. It's just like he's just so optimistic. He's everything. He just is. Yeah, he's so positive and optimistic, and no matter what you say to him, let us go, Jack. As his Lao awaits. Let's go.
Ah, excellent timing. We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit.
I don't know that you do that with boats. Isn't it unlucky to rename a boat?
The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time.
Oh, okay, he's added a subtitle. Oh, I'm looking forward by the time we go to Endwalker, and it's the Enterprise Excelsior, the Excellence, Exuberance, Exterminate, Extended, XXL edition. I don't know why I went with all X's at the end of there. The Enterprise doesn't have an X on it, but whatever. I'm just having a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, maybe we could finish Heavensward tonight. We got through the missions that we had a bit quicker than I thought we were going to. Yeah, let's just see how we get on.
Once again, she'll carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. All aboard!
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success. Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Oh,
Return to us, all of you.
If you were all going to come and see me off, I wouldn't have run around town saying goodbye to all of you. This is much quicker, way more efficient.
Enterprise Excelsior. Engage.
Sid just really likes the letter E, I think. I think that's what it is. He's like a Sesame Street character. This week's episode of Final Fantasy XIV is brought to you by the letter E and the number 14. I suppose the number 64 is probably more apt, because I hit level 64, and we were fighting those monsters called Page 64. Let's not think too much on it.
This is it! Get ready!
Should we test that it's going to work, or should we just ram straight into it and hope for the best?
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power!
It's like, drive quickly, drive fast.
No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
the blade gets through, and then the airship just presses up against the barrier. It's like, well, we have pierced the barrier, but we've only made a hole as big as the horn, the eye horn that we made. So that's embarrassing. So I think we like broke the entire barrier. Which I guess, yeah, has means that the Empire can now just rock up as well in their whale boat.
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail. And it's bleeding massive.
Yeah, see...
Damn it! The bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them.
Yeah, they had the better plan of the two of us, to be honest. Like, well, either Sid will open the door and go and let us in, or the bishop, you know, at some point they're gonna have to leave once they finish whatever it is they're doing down there. We can just shoot them on the way out.
We're all going to die! Tataru!
She won't take much more of this!
That's a great angle, Biggs. I'm loving the belt strap.
The time has come to use Hydaelyn's gift. Much blood has been spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship.
Wait, did she have one of my gems? And her mount is way cooler than any of my mounts.
Pray, Svelga. Pray forgive this fool. But even now, I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
Shiva and Hayes Ralga rocking up to assist us. Are they going to do the sacrificial play, or are they going to do something like, are they just going to take the ship down?
Thank you, Svelga.
Is that Azel? What does she mean to do?
Alright, this is pretty cool.
Oh, goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you. Fill this vessel with your light. Still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace!
Oh yeah. Let's go, Diamond Dust. So, our guns are effective against our own ship. We didn't see this coming. Keep firing. the only plan I have. See, I told you it'd work. Oh, I have a bad feeling that Ysael's gonna die here, which is a shame, because I like her. Ah. Like a big icy nail in the giant flying coffin. Ooh. Is Valka gonna do something? I guess not.
Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
No!
Oh, yeah, no, she like properly exploded into ice butt shards
This
there.
ether. It was a crystal of light. She too was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Okay, so it was one of the it was one of the crystals of light. Does that mean I've lost my one then? Does that mean I can only get 5 now? Or are there more than 6? Maybe there's more than 6. Oh, that's I'd like to
Fare
say.
you well, my lady.
Oh, and Estinian. Oh, they never got together. But at least he respects her at the end. That's sweet, at least. But they didn't get their will they, won't they relationship ended on won't they won't now. But he might if she comes back. Well, you know, people have gotten better from worse things than being shattered into ice crystals. I think. Like, Y'shtola got turned into pure energy, and she got better from that. I like that you can just leave. I love that you can just get on the airship and just be like, yeah, I know Shiva just, like, sacrificed herself so that we could get past the Garlean airship and get here. I've forgotten something. Yeah, sorry. I need to go and do my dailies for my beast quests. I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back on solid ground, even if said ground is floating in the sky. When that Imperial battleship appeared, I honestly thought we were finished, and we would have been had your friend not arrived when she did. 12 grant her mercy. Brief though our time together was, Ysael was a true friend, a gentle soul who fought for her beliefs. She would have made a fine scion. What is a scion but one who fights for our cause? Our hopes survive thanks to her sacrifice. Let that be enough. I'm just going to have like a series of mementos of all the people who have died across Heavensward by the time I get to the end. It's going to be weighed down with an armful of trinkets. Yet I cannot help but wonder, how came she to know of our presence here? From his Valka, I would wager. He will have felt my channeling of the Eye's power. It would seem they were able to make peace with one another in the end. She gave her life because she believed in us. We owe it to her to see our mission through. So let's stop brooding on the walkway here and let's get moving. See that dome-like structure further in? Let's make our way there. So I guess this is like an area, because I still have like 6 missions here. Yeah, is there an actual... Oh, I think that's an Etheric crystal I can attune to as well. Oh, so I can go and just... I can just leave whenever I want. Neat. Down here? The bagpipes seem less fitting up here in the weird, like, space station... Sky station? Sky station. Than they did in the, like, castle... Idleshire town. You know? This place doesn't scream bagpipes. I feel like we should be having, like, some techno or something. The Isle Sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. Let's talk strategy, shall we? Indeed. Let me eat another boiled egg. Just to keep me going until the end. First of all, in the interests of efficiency, I suggest we make this place our base camp. We can coordinate the search for the Archbishop from here. I have no objections. Now that we stand upon Aziz's law, I am struck by the vastness of the Isle. We must needs be methodical if we are to find our quarry. Good. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this used to be an airship landing, and a major one at that. For what I know of elegant design, there should be a terminal nearby that's linked to the Isle's operational heart. If we can find such a terminal, we should be able to learn something of the Archbishop's whereabouts. Let's split up and look for it. I mean, I literally saw a disused terminal as I walked over to you guys. Like, it's to the left there. Like, yeah, is this not... It's unresponsive. Okay, it's not that one. I'll survey the area, though. The Empire borrowed most of its technology from Allagan relics. If we could find the terminal, I reckon we can operate it. I keep giving Bix a West Country voice. I'm pretty sure he's got a Scottish accent, but whatever. What ungodly vessels must the Allagans have built to warrant so vast a landing? Well, in fairness, we just saw a vessel that was, like, massive. So, I mean, those kinds of vessels. Alphano, have a little bit of imagination, alright? If the Garleans can build something like that now, then just the Allagans can do more, trust me. Machines are beyond my ken. I shall leave it to the others to find this terminal. Of more concern to me are the dragons that I sense nearby. Okay. But the dragons are on our side now, tentatively. I mean, maybe not Ishgard's side, but they like me, I think. I have killed quite a few of them. Maybe not. Maybe they tolerate me. It's kind of hard to tell. Nothing. Damn it. There was just this terminal then, but it doesn't respond to anything I do. Any bright ideas, Wedge? Wedge? He was here just a moment ago. Oh, don't tell me he's wandered off. I'm sorry, Jack, but could you help me search for him? Absent-minded as he is, I worry that he strayed beyond the landing area and made friends with the local sentinels. Maybe the near-death experience that he had aboard the airship has made him realize his feelings for Tataru. I mean, he did scream her name when he thought we were going to die. Ow. Is my chocobo here? Good. Help me with this. Let's not question how my chocobo's up on this airship. He's just here. Never underestimate a chocobo's love of geishel greens. They will travel heaven and earth, literally, in order to get them. I don't like how aggressive these things are. Good. Right. Ow! Wedge, are you alright? I found a ball. I'm fine, Chief. I just tripped, that's all. Fool of a Lalafal. What were you thinking coming down here on your own? Death by overwork is one thing. Death by stupidity quite the other. Death by stupidly overworking is a third thing altogether. I could keep listing things if you want. It's okay, Chief. I'm sorry, but I think I found something. It's a ball. What is this? The wreck of a sentinel? This is no wreck, Chief. She's still operational. It's a landmine. See? I was literally going to do an Alexa voice then, but it does actually have dialogue. Initiating, performing diagnostics. Diagnostics complete. To proceed, please agree to the terms and conditions of use. And just have to scroll through. No, I won't accept until you have scrolled to the bottom. You have to, otherwise it doesn't count as you've read it. Right, you've read the terms and conditions. Now, do you agree to the license agreement? I suppose. Thank you. To register as a user, please state your name. I'm Wedge, and that there is Jack. Don't worry about the other two. User register complete. Welcome to Azizla. Master Wedge and Master Jack. I am Guidance Node GLI. That stands for Guidance. Lovely interface. Because of my lovely interface. Speaking of lovely faces, you two have lovely faces. See how lovely I am? My Alexa never tells me I've got a lovely face. And it has a camera, it knows. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but it might just serve. Wedge, bring the node this way with you. There's something I'd like to try. Tell it to set an alarm for 6 PM. I want to take a nap. Node, I need a status report on the facility. Gilly, you have to do what the chief says. Yeah, that's it. Good girl. I really hope we get a scene at some point of Wedge riding this ball around. Just like it's his own personal mount. Here we are. Not much of note. It appears someone recently reactivated Helix, which is in this area. Reactivated, you say? By the Archbishop, I'd wager. I dare say he woke the place up when he used the Vanu's key. Yeah, exactly. It's big enough for him to ride it. He just rides it around like it's his own little personal floating ball mount. Are there any other people in the facility? If so, where? Let's see. On the flagship, that's the central aisle, I'm seeing positive readings within the Ethochemical Research Facility and the Fractal Continuum. And what have we here? Intruders detected in the Gamma Quadrant. Defense system engaged. Our Imperial friends, I suspect. I hope they enjoy the defense system, but what of the Archbishop and his cronies? What might offer an indication? How about this? Which area is currently consuming the most energy? Somewhere called Triad. Triple Triad control? No, just regular Triad control. Inside the main facility. Lights eyes light up. No, there's no card games here. Oh, the Allegans hadn't invented Triple Triad. And what manner of place is that? It is, and I quote, a regulation facility for the warring triad test subjects. And that's all it says. The rest of the information is only accessible to users with consular privileges. Oh, maybe they did invent Triple Triad, and Warring Triad is the name of the game when they invented it. It's gonna be like robots and sentinels and stuff, and just loads of cards. It's like, I've been preparing for this for 2 expansions. Well, 2 main story things, and a main story thing and an I want to play cards. I mislike the sound of this, which leads me to believe that is indeed the place. Mislike is a great... Y'shtola has some great word usage. That dialogue's excellent. I'm inclined to agree with Y'shtola. Whatever it is the Archbishop seeks, it is like to be there. That settles it then. Let's find a way to cross over to the flagship. Cool. Ooh, what do I want? This is a 6-man critical hit. 39 minutes. It's fine. Node. Tell me what you know. Greetings, Master Jack. Is there something you wish to know? Tell me how to reach the flagship. Blip. Requesting access to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Access granting. Generating route. Blip. Route generated. Commencing guidance to chosen destination. In 2,000 yards, turn left. I have been reduced to a sat-nav. I mean, he is a guidance node. Please be aware that the designated route may take you through the restricted sectors, and that the Isle's defense systems may attempt to terminate you. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damage or injury, including death, that may incur en route to your destination. I like that the ancient Allegans still had, like, a legal system that they had to protect themselves from. It's like, yes, we've created this dangerous research facility, but I'll be damned if we're going to get any lawsuits from any pesky... pesky's not the word I wanted to use, but I couldn't think of the word. Any clumsy scientists who end up injuring themselves whilst they're down here. Alright, let's follow the sat... Oh, no, let's not follow the sat-nav ball. Character triad was like my whole life training for this moment in Triple Triad. It'd be so great if they just went, yes, no, you have to, there's no boss battle here, you just have to beat this guy in Triple Triad. And it's like, but I haven't been playing Triple Triad for the whole game. And it's like, well, then you're shit out of luck, aren't you? There should be like a Triple Triad side quest where it's all Triple Triad, just Triple Triad matches all the way through. Like a Yu-Gi-Oh style side quest, which is just Triple Triad, and you have to have a good deck. Can the guidance node be trusted? I know not, but we have few other options. Let us see where it leads us. Jack, Y'shtola, Estinian, we four shall proceed to the research facility. Sid, the Excelsior is our sole means of escape. Pray remain here and have her ready to depart at a moment's notice. Understood. We'll see that she's repaired and ready to fly. If anything happens, just let me know via link pull. Be on your guard, my friend. The enemy could be anywhere. I mean, The Excelsior is our only means of escape, other than, you know, the the Etheric crystal that we can use to just leave at any point. But other than that, the only way we can get out. So I guess I want to head that way. Yeah. Alright, let's just try and A to B it. See if it lets us. Let's take our little whirly bird. Let's go. This will strike fear and intimidation into them. Woo! I love this little thing. It's still so crap. Like, I thought we were gonna, like, we were gonna fight the Garlean mothership thing that they mentioned, riding these things, like a big X-Wing versus Star Destroyer fight, but no. We had a magical girl show up and do it for us. Oh, these clockwork dudes are cool. I mean, I guess. Don't mind me. There's a clockwork engineer behind me, but blip, blip. You are currently within the Alpha Quadrant. First, you must use the nearby matter conduit to travel to the Beta Quadrant, then to the not Charlie Quadrant, that's the wrong alphabet. Then to the Delta Quadrant, then to the Epsilon Quadrant, then to the Beta, Delta, Epsilon. Is there an F? Foxtrot. Then Gamma. You'll get to Gamma eventually, that's the point. First, you must use the nearby matter conduit to travel to the Beta Quadrant. Please wait a moment while I activate it. I could have done this whilst you were walking over here, but I wanted you to see how cool it was turning on. It's quite impressive. See? None of you are saying how cool it was. What, you were just leaving? Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. It's the only way the Warrior of Light knows how to interact with computers. I'll just hold my hound out and think, and hopefully that will be enough to get it to activate. I'm gonna be honest, the teleport is cool and all. I feel like a staircase probably would have accomplished the same thing, given the proximity from this teleporter to the other teleporter. Like, it's not that far. Like a rope bridge, or, you know, like whatever that chain thing over there is. It just feels like that these teleports are too close together for them to have been effective. What's a research node? Going routing diagnostics of hybrid life forms in all specimens healthy. No abnormalities detected. Okay, thank you, research egg. According to my records, this conduit was last serviced approximately 5,014 years, 6 months, 11 days, 7 hours, and 13 minutes ago. That it should function with mishap may be described as a miracle. So let's use the other teleporters over and over again and see if we can't, and see if a miracle will not happen. I think this guidance node is trying to kill us, guys. Blip. Returning guidance to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Please follow me. This sector, the Beta Quadrant, is home to laboratories which produce chimerical life forms for both military and household applications. Why would you need a chimera for the household? Just like, oh no, we make like military chimeras, but we also make like really adorable ones. Like it's a kitty and a puppy and a rabbit, all in one. Like it's the big floppy ears of a rabbit and the little tail, and it's got the little cat paws, but it's got the temperament of a dog. It's adorable. It's incredibly popular. Our facility has been awarded 3-star certification for compliance with ASO 3001. The good behavior of the creatures born here is guaranteed. Please be warned, however, that the millennia of neglect may have had an adverse effect on their disposition. For your own safety, please refrain from approaching the creatures. Can I have one as a mount? No. Oh. That's the same talk I'm sure they had in building this place. So the teleport is really pricey, it bridge is cheaper. It's like, no! We went to the effort of building this teleporter. Damn it, we're going to stick it wherever we can. No, I probably want to go this way. It's like, well, if we're going to put teleporters in, can we at least put them slightly further apart so they're worth doing? It's like, well, no, because that's dangerous. How you won't know that if you can't see the other teleporter, you won't know that it's turned on. And we don't want to have any more teleporter accidents. We don't want another lawsuit. We've been over this. We have to make sure that all of our dangerous experiments are as legally sound as possible, you know, safe legally as possible. These Lamia cybrids keep trying to cause a ruckus, but they're quite slow. Oh, look, it's a little dancing MPUs. Oh, yes, this feature is very popular in our entertainment district. They dance to all kinds of music. You should see them in a, when they're in a line. Oh, it's glorious. Synchronized MPUs. We put them in little jackets, and they put bells on the ends of their weird prawn arms. Oh, it's a delight. The kids love it, or hate it, depending on the child. It's kind of a Santa Claus type thing. Let them go! There they go. Right, so I think I can get up here. And then through here. I mean, I know it has been a millennia, so I suppose there's... I don't know how quickly rocks grow. If you can call what rocks do as growing. But for a sky laboratory, a lot of this is made out of rock. You'd think they would have put more floors in. Reptoid, very popular against teenage children. We've created a whole line of... We had to create the monster in order to create the line of action figures. Like, the monsters, yes, they're not much use, but the action figures, they sell like hotcakes. Kids love them. There's a team of 4 Reptoids. They all trained under a different... A rat. I don't know. I was trying to make a Turtles reference. I couldn't remember the name of any of the other chimeras that we fought. They trained under a corpse flower. It's a combination of a flower and a corpse. It's like, that's not a chimera. You can't just... You can't just... I mean, I guess it's technically 2 things put together, but... The corpse of what? A bigger flower. Oh. Alright, guidance node. Blip. Unable to activate matter conduit. Energy storage detected. Identifying cause. Cause identified. The unauthorized sniping of energy by chimerical creatures. Locations, the recombination labs, and the biomass incubation complex. Time is short. Let us split up and eliminate the culprits. Jack, pray dispatch the creatures at the recombination labs. The rest of us shall sweep the incubation complex. Take care and return hither when you are done. I like that they are effectively admitting that I am worth 3 people. One of whom is the Asia Dragoon. Where do they want me to go? Oh, there's a quest I need to pick. Oh, all the way over there! God damn it, I walked past there to get here! Why couldn't you have told me on the way over? Alright, if I go right, and I think it might be a bit quicker to go this way. It might be quicker to go back, but I don't know if it's quicker to go forward. Man, I've just here. Oh, I'm not used to fates attacking me, but I remember now that I'm at the point where I'm actually leveled correctly for the fates just in the world. I'm within 5 levels. Although I've burnt through 64 quite quickly. Almost at 65. What a treat! It's the recombination labs, which I don't like the implication of recombination lab. It implies that they combined them once and then they came apart and then they had to recombine them. It's like, oh yeah. We make chimeras, but then we're not very good at it. Oh yeah. It's like they're stuck with silly glue. We have to keep sticking them back together. Oh, 1 of 3. Oh. Stupid sexy monster. Try that again. And there's another big one going to pop in. No, that was that one. Where's number 3? Ah. Are we being attacked? Indeed we are. I think I just got a free company invite. I don't know how they knew I was here. Fighting. Oh, okay, we're fighting. Yeah, at least these ones are nice to look at. Oh hey, and I've almost got my Bosom Buddies challenge for for Augustus. That's always worth a nice chunk of XP. Yeah, there we go. now we have to walk back over. Yeah, I think this way's the quickest way back, annoyingly. I mean, I can use my mount here, but I think it's... Yeah, it's still on regular speed, so there's not much... It's always so pathetic when you can't fly with a mount. We didn't see the kitty puppy rip, the Kipuppets. That's what I decided to call them. This is the thing, realistically, an evil science lab like this would have to make the occasional, like, really popular product in order to stay in business. It's like, yeah, look, I know most of our products are in, you know, they keep falling apart, they're dangerous, they're not actually chimeras, they're just things we've stuck together and called a chimera. But, you know, we've got that one smash hit product and the action figures, so we've been able to keep funding for another year. Blip. Energy restored to the conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Shola's like, you're not going to ask us how our one went. No? Okay, fine, whatever. Bloody Warrior of Light, too big for his own britches. Again, like, I just feel like, yeah, bridge. so unnecessary. So, the Guardians managed to land. Repairs on their vessel appear to be well underway. I doubt that they will leave anytime soon. However, they will remain here long after they have stripped the Isle of all of its secrets. Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here and now is an unwelcome complication. Indeed, let us avoid confrontation unless absolutely needful. Odd. Woot. Close encounters of the Vilf, or the sixth kind. I was like, what's a Vilf? Not like a MILF, but spelt wrong. Very wrong. Alright, we're ready to go through Gamma Quadrant. Warning, intruders detected in force in this quadrant. It is recommended that you avoid confrontation where possible. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risks of damage and injury, including death, and that you may sustain in the course of guidance. Please follow me in the next matter conduit. It leads to the Delta Quadrant, where the facility's greatest achievement is locked. Alright. So I'm contemplating, because I'm looking at the amount of missions we've got left, and there's literally, I think, 3 missions left for Heavensward. However, The final mission is a dungeon. And if it's anything like the dungeon for at the end of A Realm Reborn, it could be a long one. Plus, I'm expecting cutscenes, plus credits. So I don't know whether to get up to it and then do that for like the first thing next week, or whether to just to plow through, because it's 40 minutes to midnight here, and getting people in for a dungeon at the best of times is tricky. Legion, bits, leave me alone. Getting enough people for a dungeon is tricky enough at like prime time, let alone at midnight. So I don't know. Ow. We're gonna fight you? Alright, we'll fight you. You seem like a punk. Yep, I was right, you are a punk. Wait, something is afoot. My foot! Stennis is a big fan of dad jokes. Oh, it's the Beetleborg. He is big and he is bad.
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats. The first will come with me to secure the research facility.
The fourth, you can take a break. We're not needed.
Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle.
Oh, are they trying to? Is that the whole thing? Is we trying to find like some ancient Allagan Pokeball?
If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth.
I don't know if that's how that works. Because surely, I mean, primals are just made-up monsters, basically. If you catch one, can they not just wish another one into existence? Or maybe they can only have one at a time.
I need not remind you that success will raise our Legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his Radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
Yes, this will be mentioned in your performance review at the end of the year regarding how you did, and it will affect bonuses, so work hard, everyone. Yeah, they don't mention it much, but the Empire has a really good, like, employee reward system. They have like line managers that evaluate them quarterly, and yeah, it's why the military is so successfully funded and filled with people. Good dental too. Good dental. It's hard to get good dental in Eorzea.
So that is their purpose.
In fairness, everyone in Eorzea has perfect teeth, so very few people need the Eorzean dentists. They're very, very poor.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
Yeah, the whole thing with primals is they don't stick around very long anyway, because they require huge amounts of aether to be sustained. So, surely by capturing them, all we were doing is just kind of prolonging their stay.
Yes, of course. It would not be polite to keep the Archbishop waiting.
I mean, I say they don't stick around very long. They stick around a while, but it's not indefinite. Is there like a door I can go through here, or am I gonna have to go round? I might have to go round. They've already built a castrum. They've been there for like 5 minutes. I mean, yeah, they work fast. Like I said, it's the effects of that employee reward system. You get what you pay for, and the Empire pays very, very well. I wonder if there's another Empire soldier, Legion just around here who fight me a triple triad like in the last custom I broke into. Well, that was breaking into Shadow Moses. That was not. Nip underneath there. Yeah, this all seems pretty straightforward. I still don't know what the bit... Well, I'm going to fight you just to see what you are. This is a flying gun. Chocobo go? Augustus, get back here. That's someone enough for 2 for an hour. Despawn without notifying me. How very dare. Is this the thing I need? Yep, looks like it. Blip. You have survived to this point. That you have survived to this point is in defiance of possibility, but it appears the danger is not yet past. Blip, bloop. Warning, intruders approaching. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Oh no, it's a mana pool med. Okay, well, he died. Oh no, it's a man of Hortiarius. He also died. Okay, no, they're not holding out much longer either. Is there anything you're gonna throw anything at us that is actually quite good, or are these all bad? No, all bad. Ah, but now we have a level. Now we have an instance. Ah, you got here in the nick of time. Just after I finished killing everything.
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted.
Yes, I'll make you pay for ruining my men's performance review. Now they'll get a below expectations when they get it reviewed. I mean, they'll also dead, but also they'll get a below expectations.
Come, show me your power, champions of Eorzea.
Ah, yeah, let's Beetleborg this bad guy. I don't know what I meant by that. Let's kick it. Let's make him dead. Regular Von Hydrus. I lost all my Aether. I'm gonna have to save it back up again. I was saving it knowing that I'd probably need it to fight this guy. This isn't the trickiest fight I've ever had, I gotta be honest, dude.
So it comes to this.
Where did everyone else go? Oh, they're here. They just don't have life bars. Damn it, don't... Freaking wave dashing all over the arena. Well, I'm, It's fine, this is what Vercure's for. I'm a red mage. Ha 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 ha. That means I can be sloppy and take damage, so long as I'm leveled high enough to heal it. Sword, and flash, and death. Haha!
I had heard the tales of your strength, warrior of light, and now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here.
Plus, you've killed everyone who can witness me surrender, so... Ha! It's not going to affect my performance review. We're here, sir. Oh, dang it. I mean... Good, just in time. I was just about to finish these guys off.
Keep them occupied.
I'm going to go and sit down. That's really tiring. Ow. They hit me a lot.
Coward.
It would seem we have no choice.
Estinian was just like, was waiting until he was out, like completely out of earshot and away before he would have... Coward.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Not hold them, kill them.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you.
Ew. I just bought this.
I shall join you as soon as I am able.
I just bought this coat. I don't want to get it all sticky.
Enough talk. Make haste and stop the Archbishop.
Sorry, I was readjusting my headphones. I thought you'd carry on. Do you wish to abandon your friends? Under the terms and conditions, we are not liable for the deaths of any companions you leave behind. I mean, the tension's kind of taken out at this moment slightly because I know that all three of these characters survive past Heavenswood, because I've seen all of their action figures from later expansions. But you know, don't die, guys! I'll be as quick as I can. Once again, action figures spoiling things. The Marvel, it normally happens with Marvel stuff. Like they've got that new action figure out for the new Love and Thunder movie that spoils one of the characters from that, and the Lego sets spoiled one of the characters from the new Doctor Strange movie as well. It's not the place you expect to find spoilers in toys, but there you go. Blip. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons. To this day, the sector is home to live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Miracidia. We can't. Even us robots have difficulty pronouncing this word. Truly a testament to the greatness of the Allagan Empire. Neat. Truly the current. Hey, my mount speed increased. Wait, did my mount speed increase or can I fly? Okay, no, just my mount speed increased. All right, let's do at least the next mission, and then we'll see. We haven't had the notification of like there's going to be a long cutscene yet, so I regret to inform you that the matter conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. It's also no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon, which broke free of its restraints when they failed approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours, and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternate route to the Chemical Research Facility. The Allagan Research Council apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Whenever a robot does something like that in science fiction, it never goes, it's happened 17 years and 4 minutes ago. And it's like, oh, we just missed the 17th anniversary of that thing happening. It's like, yes, if only you'd gotten here 4 minutes earlier, we could have celebrated. But oh well, the moment has passed. So, thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kindred, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hark! thou unto her words. Partake thou of her pain. Think thou upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds hath forgot. Yeah, we still haven't like addressed the dragon in the room. That I have a dragon in me. Oh, this seems like quite a short quest then. If this just turns in, maybe there's a long cutscene at the end. Let's just murder this dragon. Dragon's been here for 5,000 years, and it just picks a fight with me and snuffs it. So now there's reason to use my dragon, my mounts, because they're faster. Hooray! Alright, where do I want to go? Over there. So I don't know what the best way to get up there is. This looks like the way. I just thought, because I've been playing some more of Stranger of Paradise, and I don't think I've seen any chocobos. I feel like that's quite an important factor. I don't think there's been any Moogles or other ones. I fought some Cactuars and I fought some Tomberries. No chocobos. Dragon, where are you? Up here. Great Worm is being held in some manner of restraint. Oh, so it is. This one didn't want to break out then, I guess. Hey! Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude? I'm Jack Dandy, and I like candy. Sorry, I didn't know how else to explain myself. Oh, it's Tiamat! I just killed you in Stranger of Paradise. Tiamat, my child. Father! Can it truly be you? Why is it taking you this long to find me? None other! My form is such that I may journey with Heidelin's chosen. A mortal who desireth to end the war between man and dragon. So long as he can occasionally ride us when he needs to get somewhere quickly. Or have us out as decorations. With little ones. Millennia have passed since our kind was brought low by the men of Alag. To think that war rages still between our kinds. Sorry, Tiamat, I'm translating you too quickly. Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat, of Midgard's Ommer's first brood. In a time before time, my father did come to this star bearing 7 eggs. Is your dad from space?
From these eggs did my children hatch. And once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Heidelin.
You didn't answer the question. Are you from space, Midgard's Ommer? Together with my brood brother Bahamut, I journeyed south to Dragons have trouble with this one too. It's not just the robots. Mericidia. And together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. We abided in peace, and all was well, until the men of Alag came, some 5,000 years since. They slaughtered my children in droves and took them from me. Oh, and took from me my beloved Bahamut. 'Twas then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, that black-robed men came unto me, the Asians. We had a bad run of it, Tiamat, I'm going to be honest. They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, in my grief, accepted, a decision which I shall regret until my dying breath. Yeah. For what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved. Worse, the Asians gifted his murderers the means to entrap him. Know this, child of man. The beings thy call gods are but spectres of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Heidelin. And the other one shows up. It's like, yes, I've been over this. I've told them already. It's fine. They know. Oh, sorry, I'm treading on old ground. I see. Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the self-same empire that bound me. They must not be released into the world. Oh, there's loads of, like, old primals lying around. Nice. If thou would end the conflict, vanquish thee the Asians, and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. Nod. Oh, he says yes to everything, honestly. It have been 5,000 years, my child. Will thou not forgive thyself? The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire not freedom. Nay, father, I shall live with my regret until the world itself hath ceased to be. Such is my just punishment for consorting with darkness, for calling forth the loathsome and lamentable creature which blackeneth my beloved's memory. Also, it, like, annihilated the world at one point. Like, it completely just destroyed an entire video game in a different reality. Sorry. Oh, I'm echoing. Or I'm Heidelin. It's the same motion either way. I'm Heidelin. Oh yeah, I'm a Max Heidelin. You talk to a dragon. Yeah.
Warrior of light, beloved son.
Hi, Heidelin.
The light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials, but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Weren't you a big crystal before? Where are you? You hiding? Sorry, don't mind me. Just dipped into my mind palace for a few seconds there. Had to talk to God.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more.
Yeah.
Strong art thou, mortal. Stronger than any other of thy kind.
Yeah.
Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings.
That's cool. It'd be mean if they took a minion off of me, just because of storyline reasons. It's like, I like you flying around occasionally, you can sit on my shoulder.
Come, mortal. We go.
Oh,
to
he's big
cast
now.
out the darkness.
And he's got a saddle. Nod. Yeah. Oh, Estinian is going to have mixed feelings about this. Bye, Dad. Bye, daughter. Have fun in your bondage. I mean, not like that. You can now ride Midgard's armor. Yeah! I got me a dragon mount. And I can fly now in Azizlar. Yeah! Look at me. Look at me and my boy. The father of all dragons. And he is now my steed. It's all downhill from here. Right. It's 5 minutes to midnight. We've literally just got the last mission of Heavenswood left to go, I think. Yeah, Heavenswood. Is this the dungeon? Oh, it's a trial. Oh, it's a dungeon and then a trial. Yeah, and I need 4 people for the dungeon and then 8 people for the trial. See, what I'm thinking is, I might get enough people for the dungeon, but the dungeon's going to take at least 20-30 minutes, as dungeons are wont to do, which is going to take us to 12:30. And then I think getting enough people for the trial is going to be... See, part of me wants... If it was just like a single player mission, I'd go and do it. But what I'm worried is like it's going to get through the dungeon, and it's going to be like, now go and slay the final boss of Heavenswood, and I'm going to be sat there going, well, it's gone midnight on a Friday, and there's no one joining because I had the same problem trying to finish off friggin' the Hildebrand quests, and I was waiting for like an hour and a half trying to get people to do the final Hildebrand quest, and it just didn't happen. So, slightly anticlimactically, I might end here, and then we'll finish Heavenswood. Because I'm also just, again, anticipating there being quite a lengthy cutscene, and also the credits page, the credits scroll for Heavenswood as well to be after it. So, yeah, the fact that it's a dungeon and a trial, and then, yeah, just the whole shebang of ending Heavenswood. I can... Well, let me just for shits and giggles, YouTube, 14 Heavenswood Final Quest. It's hard to tell because people like me, people uploaded streams of them doing the final quest, but I think there's at least an hour, possibly an hour and a half to do, which is going to take me like to 1:30. So let's stop there. We'll finish Heavenswood off. God, I just got to stop calling it the Heavensword. We'll finish Heavenswood off, as the very first thing we do next week, and then we'll just roll straight into the post patch DLC, whatever it's called, the 3.1. It'll be fine. We can then just roll right into the aftermath, the epilogue, the build up for Stormblood, I think is the third one. So we'll do that. So we'll stop here. But it's good. I honestly didn't think. I thought, looking at how many was left, but some of them were really, really short. I didn't think that we would get as close to this. I thought maybe we'd get to. Well, actually, I suppose it wasn't that much left. I thought maybe I'd get to this area, basically, and then do this entire area next week. I didn't think it would take. I'd get through this area quite as quickly as we did do. But yeah, we'll go and do the final mission next week. So yeah, let's call it a night. So thanks for watching. If you did, next stream's tomorrow. Knock on wood, I don't get sick for a third week in a row. Christ, I swear Elden Ring is cursed. I've never had back-to-back illnesses since I stopped working from home, as I have the last 2 weeks. But I'm hopefully fine. I will be well tomorrow. We can actually play a Saturday of Elden Ring and make some actual progress, because it's been. It's a really big game to only be doing like 4 hour sessions in once a week, just because you really don't make a dent in the game if you only do that long. So yeah, tomorrow 12 PM GMT, which is about 12 hours from now, enough time for me to sleep and eat breakfast, and that's about it really. Yeah, so if I see you then, I shall see you then. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I've been Jack Dandy. You've all been Just Dandy, as always, and I shall see you when I see you. Good night. Where's my dragon? Nah.